years old when she died on February 14th. She loved playing soccer and was on the Parkland Travel soccer team. Her mom describes her as beautiful, smart, talented, awesome, amazing soccer player. That was something she was passionate about and she'll never get a chance to do again. Martine Duque Anguiano. Martine was 14 years old as well. And as I read the names, there's going to be a lot of people who are 14, a lot younger than I am. His brother describes him as a very funny kid, outgoing, and sometimes really quiet. He was sweet and caring and loved by all his family. Nicholas Dworet. He was 17 years old. He was a senior at Douglas, and he was recruited for the University of Indianapolis for their swim team, and he would have been an incoming freshman in the fall. He was getting ready to go to college. Aaron Feis. He was 37. He was one of the 3 advisors who died protecting their students. He was an assistant football coach at the school. He died as he threw himself in front of students in order to protect them from bullets. He died after being rushed into surgery, and the coach was seen running towards bullets in order to protect his students. Scott Beigel. This was another one of the advisors. He was 35 years old. He was a geography teacher at Douglas. He died as he led kids back into his classroom once the shooting started. Kelsey Friend, one of his students, said he was a savior. He saved her life. And as they shot outside the classroom door, Mr. Beigel was her hero, and he still will forever be her hero. Jamie Guttenberg. She was 14 years old. She had a family who lost their sister and a daughter. She had a mom, a dad, and a brother. Her father said, well, he's broken, and trying to figure out how his family will get through this. Chris Hixon. He was 49 years old. He was the last advisor to die protecting these students. He was the school's athletic director. He gave kids rides or lunch money or even opened his home to them if they needed it. That just was the kind of person he was. He was a veteran. He served in Iraq in 2007, and he was passionate about coaching wrestling at the school. Luke Boyer. He was 15 years old. His grandparents found out about his death through TV reports after waiting all day to find out any news. Well, his cousin Grant described him as always happy, always smiling. His smile was contagious, and so was his laugh. Cara Loughran. She was 14 years old. She was a dancer at the Drake School of Irish Dance in South Florida. Her dance studio said Cara was a beautiful soul and always had a smile on her face. Gina Montalto. She was 14 years old. She was a member of the Winter Guard on the school's marching band. Her aunt describes her as a gifted artist. She said that Gina is probably in heaven right now carrying her art book as she always did. Joaquin Oliver. He was 17 years old. Joaquin, he was born in Venezuela, and he moved to the U.S. when he was 3 years old. His nickname at school was Guac, as featured on his Instagram page. And he loved football, basketball, the Venezuelan national soccer team, and hip-hop. Alaina Petty. She was 14 years old. Her family describes her as vibrant and determined. She was a volunteer during the aftermath of Hurricane Irma at Florida. And she helped out her church, who was a member of Junior ROTC. Meadow Pollack. She was 18 years old, the same age I am. She was a senior. She was accepted to Lynn University in Boca Raton. She was looking forward to college. And her best friend wanted her to know, you are and forever will be loved. Helena Ramsay. She was 17 years old. She would have went to college next year. She had a soft, warm demeanor that brought the best out in all who knew her. People close to her hope that others are inspired by Helena's life well lived, no matter how short. Alex Schachter. He was 14 years old. He was in the school marching band and orchestra. He played the baritone and trombone. His family has begun a scholarship in his name so that others may experience music as well as he did. Carmen Schentrup. She was a National Merit Scholar, semifinalist at her school, and her community misses her greatly. She was only 16 years old. And the last of the 17 names, Peter Wang. He was 15 years old. He was involved in the junior ROTC program. He was shot while holding a door open to let other classmates into safety. People everywhere are pushing for Peter to be buried with military honors for his bravery and heroism. He loves cooking. His parents even had a restaurant in West Palm Beach, Florida. These are the names of the 17 people that died a month ago today. And we'll never forget their names. So what we're gonna do now, the next part of the agenda, we're gonna do a moment of silence. It's gonna be 1 minute and 15 seconds. The reason we chose that number is in order to honor the people who lost their lives in the October shooting last year, because our community has been affected by gun violence as well, and also for the people who died last month in Florida. There were 58 people who died at that concert. There were 17 here. So we're gonna do 1 minute and 15 second moment of silence. So everyone just silent. Just do whatever. All right. I have not that much more to say about the victims, except that never let their memory be forgotten. That they were people just as young and had just as much potential as anyone here, and that their lives were shared before they had a chance to even live. And to the adults that took the courage to stop more senseless deaths, I hope you honor their bravery as well. What we're gonna have right now is we're gonna take a second to transition over to Salvatore. He wrote a very, very heartfelt speech for this. It's very articulate, and he's a senior here, and I'm gonna let him speak next. All right.